Would you be my neighbor? Would you be my neighbor? Yo, what's up? Oddities, this is your Oddboy Rayvon. Yo, welcome to the lyric video for thoughts, and I'm doing it a little bit different because most people just put, the lyric video up. But I'm gonna do it a cappella and go back and forth if I don't know some of the words, you know what I mean? All right. Yeah, let's begin this. Shout out to the Oddity, shout out to Kansas City, shout out to everybody who's watching this. Yo, whatever your dream is, whatever your goals is, for real, man, if it's something that can bring about change in a big or small, just big or small, doesn't matter what the change. If it's positive, man, push forward, push towards it, you know what I mean? All right, and I'm not editing none of this. We're gonna have some fun, just be myself. You know how y'all like it. Oh, what is going on? Okay, I guess I'm good. All right. I know y'all, for the one that heard this. Yeah. Deep depression. Yeah, hold on. I'm my worst critic. I know there's a lesson, but man, I love the video. Enjoy the video. Yo, I'm in deep depression. I know there's a lesson, but I regret I won't get it. I'm my worst critic. I'd rather be Riddick in pitch black. It seems more vivid. It may be a mirage, but I'm comfortable in it. Yo, anybody understands that part? If you watch Vin Diesel's movie, there's a movie called Pitch Black, and there's Riddick. So that's where I came up with that line. In Riddick, he saw a mirage. But even though we know a mirage, know we in pitch black, sometimes we know where we're not, we know that it's not real. We know it in our head, but it's something we're comfortable in. Sometimes chaos is something that we're comfortable in. And it says, I believe in repentance, maybe habitual sin and makes me wicked, and I should know better. My father wasn't around for me to learn from my mistakes when I go through them. What do your father got to do with it? Well, he's the one in the first place to teach you not to go to him or pursue him. Or am I making excuses for my action? Who knows? They say if the shoe fits, but I wear sandals. That's for my people out here too. So a lot of people say, hey, you don't know until you walk in my shoes, or this, and I'm like, yo, bro, forget shoes. I'm in sandals, dog. You don't really know what I've been through. You know what I mean? So that's just, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm in sandals now, son. I'm comfortable in it. I believe in repentance. Yeah. My father wasn't around, so I can learn from my mistakes. I love that line. My father wasn't around for me to learn from my mistakes when I go through them. What do your father got to do with it? Well, he's the one in the first place to teach you not to go to him. What do your father got to do? Yeah. Teach you not to go to him. Action, who knows? They say if the shoe fits, but I wear sandals. I always been different, guard up. Angry with my fist closed. I always been different, guard up, angry with my fist closed. Snotty nose, little Negro, case closed. Yo, that's crazy. Who's been like that, yo? Snotty nose, little guard up, angry with my angry with my fist closed. Snotty nose, little Negro. Hold on. I always been different, guard up, angry with my fist closed. Always been different with my guard up, with my fist closed. Yo, that's so true too. And the ones who heard song thoughts, whatever, y'all know this is a little bit of an older song. But there's certain songs that I took me a time to release. Thoughts and Take Me Away, but Thoughts has been one of my most popular songs. So that's why I went with the lyric video and just released it. And when you watch the video Thoughts, man, I was shout out to Doughboy and Pub Rock and amazing offer for the people that let me do locations and a little bit of help. But I shot the video, I edit the video, and I put it together. Case closed. Got the hook right there. Just thoughts. Yeah.
Maybe I should have.
Yeah, maybe I should have all the answers, or maybe that's the problem. When did Faithless become so popular? When you got shows like Star Trek for the populace, Beam Me Up, Scotty, another black man dead by a police officer. Look at that. Yo, quiet on set.
Faithless become so popular.
Sorry. Like Star Trek for the populace. Another black man dead by a police officer. I don't want to be an activist because they're offering you sprinkle a little crack on them. If that's justice, y'all can have it. Y'all remember that Dave Chappelle, we already know about the officer and, you know, what's going on with the blues, you know, so we already know what's going on with that. I'm not going to touch on that. But remember that Dave Chappelle skit when he was talking about, you know, they just no matter if a rap or whatever it is, just sprinkle a little crack on them. If that's justice, y'all can have it. I'm aware of the madness, but how can I save the world with minds full of sadness? I'm no hero, even if people around me believe so. I feel out of place like a man on the beach in a pea coat. Finito, forget about it. Man, I feel out of place like a man on a beach in a pea coat.
I want to be an activist because they offer you sprinkle a little crack on them. That's justice. Y'all can have it.
I'm wearing the madness. I can wear the, yeah. I'm no hero, even if people around me believe so. I feel out of place like a man on the beach in a pea coat. Finito, forget about it. Good, what about me though? You said, you know, a lot of the times too, I was like, after that, I said, I'm glad you feel good. What about me though? I'm bearing my soul and that's my plea, so case closed. And each, why I say case closed after each, because it's a thought. You know, it's a thought, you know, so each one was what I was going through, so it's case closed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times you help people, you know, and a lot of the times you know, the situation I've been in, I'm helping people over and over, you know what I'm saying? Or you're giving, or you're a person that's a giver. Sometimes you don't receive it back. I'm like, yo, I'm glad I helped you. I'm glad you good, but what about me though? I'm bearing my soul and that's my plea, so case closed. All right, third verse. Which was cool part with third verse is I was in a situation where I was like, should I write a third verse? Because it was in the transition where songs were coming shorter. So I just questioned myself as a thought and just put it down on the lyric. I was like, should I write a third verse still? Would they be listening still? Because I'm not talking about popping pills, $100 bills, strip clubs, and vixen in hills. Will my message fall on deaf ears? I don't know, but I need to express how I feel, even if only one hears. Self-reflection only happens when you look in the mirror. Drugs and alcohol only procrastinate the tears. I'm not judging, I'm just being sincere. Surrounded by mint royalty with no kingdom here. Yo, shout out, and number one, shout out to Sincere. Shout out to Johnny. Yo, rest in peace to Izzy. Yo, and this is a moment for Izzy, J Izzy. You know, we lost him. But he's a part of this crew called Mint Royalty, where they Puerto Rican guys getting it in. But you know, I just did want to take this moment just to pay respects to Jay Izzy. Rest in peace, my guy. Just guys, take a couple seconds. Yeah, yo, and you check out my guy Sincere. I think it's Miguel Gonzalez. You know, we don't use the governments, but on his Facebook, he does a lot of different art pieces and deal with a lot of spiritual pieces, et cetera, et cetera. Yo, so shout out to Mint Royalty. But, you know, that line was creative because I'm just being sincere, surrounded by Mint Royalty with no kingdom here.
Drugs and alcohol.
Procrastinate the tears, yeah. I'm just being sincere. Surrounded by mint royalty with no kingdom here. Plague plague and pestilence. What I say?
Yeah. No weapon formed against me.
Yo, I lost the words to this because I need to know.
Formed against me shall prosper.
It's in the hood still. Ooh. Written by mint royalty with no kingdom here.
Shout out. Play ball. Excellence and no sense here.
No weapon for. What did I say right there? See, this is dope, Weaver.
Shout out. Play ball. Excellence and no sense here. No weapon formed against me.
Hold on.
See it. Surrounded by mint royalty.
No kingdom here.
Shout out. Play ball. Excellence and no sense.
Ah.
No weapon formed.
What? I'm sorry, yo. I told you this is raw, uncut. All right, let's go back here. Cause I know what?
Shall prosper. Yeah. No weapon formed. Shout out. Play ball. Excellence and no sense here. Yeah. Shout out. Play ball. Excellence and no sense here.
Plagues and pestilence. No sense in here.
Mint royalty with no
Kingdom here.
Shout out. Play ball. Excellence and no sense here. No weapon formed.
Whoa. Plagues. Wow. Plagues and pestilence with no Samson here. Wow. I thought that's what I was saying, but I want to make sure. Samson here. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, but cast in the hood still carry a pepper still. Just being sincere. Surrounded by mint royalty with no kingdom here. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, but cast in the hood shall carry a pepper still. But cast in the hood, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, but cast in the hood still carry a pepper still. And still, I spell one still S-T-I-L and the other still S-T-E-E-L. So, yo. Just Google Rayvon Oddboy on anything. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the lyric video. Just something fun to put together. Yo, I got a new song, Take Me Away. Look at my SoundCloud. You can catch me on anything Rayvon Oddboy features. Shout out to Dibkids, Oddlife Media, all that stuff. I'm just looking at myself. I'm just moving my hands around. All right, Oddboy out. I can't help it in the middle.